Hello everybody, this is Nerf Gun Reviewer 331 here today. In today's video, Nerf Gun Review is going to be on the Nerf Rival Apollo. Now this is one of the four, maybe one of the four blasters of the Rival series. And it comes with its own universal mag that works only with the Rival guns. So I wouldn't say it's universal anyway. It comes with the Apollo comes with the gun instruction manual, a mag, which is like I think it's a 7-round mag. It holds 7 of these foam balls, which are actually they're like really durable and they're really powerful when you get hit by one. They hurt and they sting a lot more than a Nerf dart, obviously, because it's a ball form instead of a dart form. It claims to have FPS of, I think, 120 as its velocity rating or whatever. It is spring action, so pretty much you have to pull this back, push it forward to fire one round. And it's like it has the same principles as far as shooting and firing and priming the gun as a Retaliator or a Raider in that similar area. Maybe a Recon, for that matter, just because you have to pull this back and then push it forward and then pull the trigger. The 7-round magazine it's actually really cool looking. It's something I wasn't expecting, but it just looks like the only thing that's holding it in place is the spring and, well, not holding it in place, but the thing that actually makes the balls go up. It looks like a spring along with some sort of like plastic piece that holds one ball in place. Let's see if I can compress that spring. So yeah, it's not really a powerful spring, but it's powerful enough to hold like enough ammo in this magazine. I also got the extended mag attachment pieces and extended mag, but I'm not going to use it for this video because I think that was separate. That came in. I had to buy that separate, and I don't think it's worthy of a review for it. But this 7-round magazine by itself is a decent amount of ammo. If you got like the extended mag, which is like I think 12 balls of ammo, like it's almost double your ammo compared to this 7-round magazine. It has a I can't pronounce it. It's like an airsoft rail or tactical rail. So basically, you could put like a laser sight, maybe a scope, if you're lucky. But I wouldn't go into details. I wouldn't say like I don't know what I would say. I would say like a Nerf gun attachment wouldn't fit on this because it has these bars, these tiny little bars that kind of like destroy Nerf gun attachment. So it's not really a Nerf gun attachment rail, it's more of an airsoft paintball rail. It has a safety switch here, so if you want to like store it somewhere, don't want to like auto fire it or dry fire it or whatever. When the safety's on, you can't pull the trigger. You can still pull this back, which is strange. And yep, still fires around with the magazine in. The gun itself is kind of awkward looking, but I could already think of ways how to do a fancier reload, is what I call it, where you do like maybe like a gun spin, take out the mag and put the mag back in and then spin back this way. I call those fancy reloads because you're just being really fancy instead of being tactical. Let's see, the spring power is amazing. At the same time, you can't really pull and then push forward, but like just doing it like this kind of looks weird. And doing it this way, I mean, you would have to pull extremely hard trying to prime it, and I just dry fired twice. I'm sorry for that. But pulling this back all the way is just it's just tremendous power. At the same time, you have to pull back pretty damn hard. Sorry, pretty darn hard to basically just prime this thing. It's it's outrageous, but at the same time, it's totally worth it. I mean, you still got a tremendous amount of power. There's no stock by the looks of things, so... But then again, this is the pistol form. To me, it reminds me of FMG9, I think is what it's called in Call of Duty. Where it flips out into, like, the deploy kind of idea, but it flips out and turns into a gun. Like, if there's a spot here, or some sort of piece you can hang over here and just go... That'd be so cool. As far as I know, there is no barrel extension. The air restrictor is actually a lot more different than I thought it would be. Obviously, because we're not shooting darts, we're shooting these foam balls, which hurt a lot more. I think the thing I discovered a little bit recent, well, that's going on in the bloopers. The one thing I discovered recently was, if you drop one of these foam balls in, like just into the magazine slot, pull this back, let it roll in, and then you can push this forward, still shoots. And I mean, that's kind of in my opinion. Like, why would you do that? But I had to test it because I was kind of curious about it. I can't pronounce it. The airsoft rail. I'm just gonna call it that from now. It's not the correct term. I know it's Picanity rail. Picanity rail. I can't pronounce it right now. So yeah, so this airsoft rail, I think you can put like a laser sight, maybe a scope, but then again, this gets in the way of your aiming possibilities. A laser or a flashlight would probably work best for this. I mean, you can't really put anything on the bottom, you can't put anything on the sides. What else? The mag release button's right here, so it's actually kind of convenient. You can actually use the palm, like the fatty part of your palm of your hand, to push the magazine out and do it like that. Or you could be a real fan, or be a little bit more technical and just go like that. There's one switch over here. I haven't figured out what it is. I think it's a jam button. Like you either push it up or down, or move it all around. Move it all around, and you can. I think this is like an unjamming kind of mechanism here. I don't know why it would be there. I don't think this would jam at all, unless you're doing rapid fire, pulling back and forth. The ranges on this thing kind of vary on wind and direction of wind and like things like that. If you're doing this indoors, this is gonna hurt like crazy, and it's gonna go pretty far actually. It's gonna go. Let's see. I shot it from this end. I shot it like if I were to walk out my room and take a left, there's nothing but like a couple of feet of distance before I hit a closet. From the closet all the way to the other side of the house, I could go probably from this angle, from a flat angle, it would probably be, I would probably say about 50, 60, 70 feet. Angled, of course, is going to get more range. But the reason why I say outdoors is different from indoors is because the outdoors you have wind to deal with on some days, and sometimes the wind is very little, or sometimes the wind can be like, oh, I'm going to move your ammo this way as you shoot it, so screw you, or something like that. The Nerf rival ammo is, I think, made with some durable foam and so forth. I'm going to just go right to the pros and cons. Pros. Has a new looking, more unique magazine that's not compatible with Nerf Elite blasters, obviously. But it's like a different type of magazine I've never seen before. Plus it's either transparent or it's like clear. It's clear plastic, so you can see what's going on. As you put more ammo in, the spring gets like scrunched up and depressed and such. So I guess this is kind of like a pro and a con. I mean, this is 7-round magazine. It's a little bit. It's like it's one ammo capacity more than like a traditional Retaliator or Recon or whatever. But at the same time, this magazine is it's for a different series. It's the rival series, so obviously you're gonna have some differentiation. You're gonna have some differences. There we go. You're gonna have some differences, such as these balls tend to go a lot faster and a lot harder when they hit their target, as to oppose a stock Retaliator or stock Recon. I mean, those things, especially the Recon by stock, it just doesn't go that far. What else? The handle is extremely big. I mean, I still have like an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch of space down here. So I will be getting like I have like a lot of space to like move my hands around. The trigger feels nice, but I can't really pull the triggers like in the center spot of the trigger. It's like I said, the handle and the trigger feel great. I like how they added a safety switch to the gun, but at the same time, I don't really have a use for it, in my opinion. Because what's the point of having it in safety mode when you're going to be going guns blazing? And what if you hit this by accident, don't realize it, and you try to pull it, it's like, oh, my gun's jammed. Oh, I put the safety on. Oh, I'm out. That's probably what my case scenario would be, but the gun safety is, I guess, a pro and a con in my opinion. The magazine is slightly of a pro. Rate of fire is slow, because you're pulling this back, pushing it forward, pull trigger, repeat cycle. Just like a Retaliator or Recon. What else? The reload time is it's super easy. You can just take out the magazine and put in a new one. But if you're trying to like scavenge ammo or something, the good thing about this is that they made this super easy, and I saw this on one of their ads. You can just, if there's a ball right here, just push it into the ground and you got more ammo. That's like the perfect idea, and they're putting it into action, and it's just so awesome. What else? Accuracy is pretty much dead on. It's pretty good stock. I think modified would be even better if there is a modification for it. Firepower is extremely powerful. If you shoot this at point blank range, the person's going to get a hickey, depending on where you shoot them. If you shoot them in the stomach, they're going to get a ball-sized, like ammo, like this ball-sized hickey or red spot or something on their stomach, and it's going to hurt for a while. Not for like days, more like a couple of minutes to an hour. But if you're to shoot them from a faraway distance, it hurts less and stings less. But it's still noticeable. You can't really just say, "Oh, I didn't get hit," and then just get hit by one of these things, and you're gonna go like, "That really hurt. I'm gonna cut my hip," or something like that. But anyway, the specialty of this gun, it's like, I would say the specialty is either the magazine is built right into. Not built right in, but it's able to be removed from the handle, which is traditional for most handguns in real life, like pistols and some machine guns, some machine guns, I should say. But pistols like the M1911, Colt, whatever. Wait, I think Colts are actually revolvers. My bad. Another specialty, it's a ball blaster, and they made ball blasters in the past, but they weren't doing as well as one of these. So I would say this is like an upgraded version of a ball blaster in the past. I don't know, maybe just ball blasters in general. So without further ado, I'm going to end the review now. I hope you guys enjoyed the review of the Nerf Rival Apollo XV-700, because I would say XV-700 because that's just how my tradition goes. I just say the entire name of the gun. But the thing is, the Apollo, I think they actually purposely put XV as Roman numerals for 15. XV, 15, something like that, and then they put the 700 at the end. I think 700 actually represents the ammo counter. Not by 700 rounds, because that would be ridiculous, but I think if you take out the 2 zeros, it only comes with 7 rounds. 7-round magazine. There you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Nerf Apollo, or Nerf Rival Apollo, coming with a 7-dart. God, I already screwed up. A 7-round magazine, seven ball rounds, and the gun itself, an instruction manual, and a lot of cutting up the box trying to get to the gun in the magazine. So I would give this probably a good 8.5 out of 10. I mean, no, actually 8 out of 10, because it's not. I mean, it's really cool looking. I like the gun itself, but I wanna see if I can get either the Zeus and the Chaos. I heard much appreciation about the Chaos because it looks so cool. And then there's the other one, which was a shotgun version, but I forgot the name of it. It was supposed to shoot 2 balls at once, and it's really caught my eye. So 8 out of 10 for this one, because it's spring action, so it's not really an automatic or a semi-automatic. It's just a pistol. But at the same time, it shoots pretty darn well. So, without further ado, I'm going to end the review now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, understood the video, and this is the Nerf Rival Apollo gun, 8 out of 10. Hope you guys have a great day. See you guys later.